If you stick with me for the next 10 minutes or so, I promise that you will have the most clarity you've ever had on how to make money on Amazon using tactical arbitrage, whether you used it in the past or not. Okay, so make sure to stick with me here. And if you do not know me, my name is Chris Mangunza. I make videos right here on YouTube to help you with your Amazon business. Okay, so let's get started right away. If you do not know tactical arbitrage, it's this tool right here. What it does is it scans websites, okay, to find profitable products for you to flip on Amazon. All right, if you're an online arbitrage seller, you know what I'm talking about. If not, I don't know what you're doing here, okay? But glad to have you here as well. So the way it works is you can scan whole website if you want to. It's a dumb idea, okay? I don't like it. This is not how I actually run this tool. So if you notice, like, we are always scanning stuff. But the way I use this tool is I'm really surgical with the searches that I run. Right? I run searches on websites that are having good sales and I'm just scanning these, right? These sales. I'm not scanning the whole website because you have a limited amount of searches that you can actually do, that you can actually run. And you only have 24 hours in a day. Search are not instant, okay? The tool needs to crawl the website and find the products for you, right? So it takes a little bit of time to get the results. So because of that, we want to be laser targeted and go straight for the money, okay? How are we going to do this? We are just going to look around the web and find a sale. There's a lot of tools that helps you do that. For example, you go on Rakuten or on Top Cashback and you go to the top deals and you check like what are the top deals. And for example, right now, one that is going on is that there's an amazing sale on Macy's.com. You can see it on the homepage, right? And since we are close to Black Friday, right, there's a lot of Black Friday deals like this one that we can scan, and we are just going to copy the URL to be able to do this, okay? Now, before we actually start scanning this, okay, you need to understand one thing. When it comes to actually make money on Amazon, if you do online arbitrage, usually you are going to need to do what we call manufacturing your margins, okay? So the price that you see at face value on the website is not what you are going to pay. So what we're going to do is we are going to go back right here, okay? On tactical arbitrage, we are going to go to the settings and we are going to actually manufacture our margins with cashback and gift cards, right? And to do this, you go to settings, searching, and price adjustment right here, right? And you'll notice that, let me find it for you. Boom, right here. You can select cashback and gift card services, right? Boom, let's do it right here. And you can turn on all the cashback services that you use and all the gift card services that you use, right? So for example, I use Arbitrage card for gift cards. I don't use Card Cash or Card Cookie or Card Flip, all of these, right? I use Arbitrage card, I use Card Depot that is not there, and I use Raise, right? So I would just save that, right? So it's going to directly discount automatically when I use a search, right? And right here, I'm going to turn on the cashback services that I use, right? More information on that, I have videos on that if you want to learn about that. So I don't use Be Frugal, I don't use Capital One, right? But I use, let's scroll down, Oopla Doopla, and so on and so forth, right? So you just want to select them this way, right? And next, what we are going to do is we are going to go straight for the search. We're going to go to the product finder. And remember this URL that we scanned. What we are going to do is we are going to scan just this URL and it's going to go through all the pages that are right here. I mean, it's going to, okay, so there's no pagination, but you know, it's just loading, which is going to work as well, right? So we're going to click on product finder and we're going to go to find product, right? And we are going to choose, so as I said, we go surgical. So the search that we're going to run are going to be a little bit longer than that. You see time right there saying long, but we get the best results, and this is what I want to do, right? By the way, if you sell on Walmart, you can also use the tool to find products to sell on Walmart, right? But let's click on next, and right here, you know, if you wanted to, you could do Macy's right there. Boom, select Macy's and select the category that you want to scan. This is not what we're going to do. I did that a lot in the past. I don't do this anymore, right? I want to be surgical, and so I'm just going to paste the link right there of the website that I actually want to scan, right? And I'm not going to select this, and I'm going to show you why. Right here below, you have every single filter. You can add filters so it removes specific products or not. What you should do is you should adjust your shipment cost. Just know that right now you're going to pay around 60 cents per unit, 60 cents per pound, I'm sorry, to actually ship stuff to Amazon, right? And boom, right? If you do FBM, you'll need to do it yourself, right? Right there. But I mean, it's not going to be as good. So we're just going to do it for FBA, right? Here we go. Boom. Next, we have all the Amazon filters. I don't touch the filters. Okay, we just keep it easy. We don't touch the filters. We do the filtering manually by ourselves, right? You don't hide out of stock products because out of stock products are a gold mine if you can actually catch a restock. Okay, if a product is out of stock, it means that it's bought a lot, right? In general, and if it's bought a lot, it gets a lot of sales on Amazon, right? So we're just going to run our search this way. We're going to click on Start Search, right? And boom, we can click right there to get notification when the search is done. So this search can take up to 45 hours, which is a super long time, right? But we're going to go straight to the results so I can show you what the results looks like and what you can do. So first thing, in the results, you can update adjusted price right there and enter your own manufactured margin. So for example, right, let's say that we hunted a 20% coupon, then we can put, boom, 20% coupon right there, update the price, boom, cashback, we found a better cashback deal at 10%, we update it, and gift card, we found a better gift card at 10%, right? And that's the first thing that you want to check, and a lot of people are actually not doing this specific step right here. Okay, a lot of people are not doing that, and that's where the money actually is. When I just increase my volume, hopefully messed up your hairs, but that's where the money is with tactile arbitrage, and that's what a lot of people are not doing, which means that that's what you want to do. Okay, that's what you want to do if you want to make money with tactile arbitrage. Okay, now there's other features, okay? As I said, I don't really use the quick picks, but the reverse search is really, really powerful, right? And in conjunction with that, if you want to make money fast with tactile arbitrage, right? The regular search and the reverse search are what I would use, right? So you have a couple of reverse searches that you can actually run. Let's do the efficient workflow, boom. And what you can do is you can actually enter a list of ASINs that you want to scan, right, to see if you can find it on all the websites that Tactile Arbitrage has in its database. You can directly scan seller storefront, right? And I have another video coming up just for that, because there's a whole strategy that you can use for this, right? And then you can scan specific departments on Amazon specific categories, and that's an easy way to make money as well, okay? Now, let's look at a search quickly. Right, so a search that I've been running. So this, let me post this because I ran this just for you guys. Same thing with this one. I ran it a couple of times. Here we go. But let me look at a search that, here we go. For example, so this one at DSW, right? And we have 2,795 results so far on this search. So let it load. Let's let it load for a little bit. And we're going to see at how the results are actually displayed. By the way, if you want, you can just switch up to the classic view. I prefer the classic view personally. I'm a classic guy. Okay, I've been using tactile arbitrage forever, and this is the view that I've always used, right? And we're going to look at the results on it really quick because it's going to load a little bit faster right now. If I do it this way, boom, here we go. Okay, and so we have no data available because everything, here we go. No, it got loaded. Perfect. Here we go. So that's what it looks like whenever you find the products. That's how I like to see my data right here, right? And so you get pictures of the product so you can quickly verify if the product is the same that is actually on Amazon, right? And then you can verify the profit, and you get a keeper chart right here to check the price and check if there's any red flags on that. By the way, I have a whole video on keeper red flags that you can check, right? And it's as simple as that. And let's just go through the results right here to see if there's anything that we can actually find. So one thing that you'll notice as well is that there's a drop-down menu right here, and by default, it's the Amazon buy box price, okay, that gets pulled as the price for the item that is going to get pulled for the profit calculation, right? And so I use the average price because that allows me to avoid products that are overpriced at the moment on Amazon, right? And so you just like, if you just switch that to average price 30 days, you're going to avoid, when it comes to the best return on investment products, you're going to avoid a lot of, not mismatch, but a lot of products that you would not buy because the price is just inflated, right? And so that way, that gives you a more level view, in my opinion. But let's just scroll down. And so usually you just want to go through data fast like this, right? And we're on page 18 already. So my VAs actually looked at this search before, but let me check here. Boom, right here. So a product that looks promising, the price is a little bit up and down. It's not selling super fast, but we have a 474% return on investment, but we can see that it's a mismatch, right? So let's scroll down. You will have some mismatch. It's part of the game, right? And you can adjust like the confidence level, because the confidence level is maybe like a little bit low on this one, but like I like to get my confidence level low anyways. So I have a lot of results and I just go through them manually, okay? But we can see on the chart that Amazon is selling these, so we would skip these, right? And it's a numbers game. So with tactical arbitrage, you just want to go through data and go through a lot of data and go through data fast. You will notice how fast I'm actually scrolling on this page to find the products, and that's what the results looks like, okay? Don't be discouraged if on the first few pages you don't find products, especially like if you go surgical like this. You'll notice that there's a lot of products that Amazon is selling. So what I could do in this case, I could go to sort and filter data, right? And filter right there, what I could do is buy box and remove all the products that Amazon is selling. Boom, here we go. We'll have way better results and a bigger chance to find products that are actually decent. What I would do right here as well is, it's a lot of shoes. So sales rank under 100,000 in the last 30 days. Boom, here we go. We got better products. 132% return on investment. Not the same color, which is something that you will find sometimes, but you can just look at the variations on Amazon, right? Let's just look at it. And we have the black one selling right there as well. And it's $64.98 as well. Great, $64.98. If we can sell this one, it would be actually, yes, super profitable. Let me check it out. Yeah, it would actually be like amazing profitable. Sometimes the price goes down. It's a decent product, and that's something that I'll let you guys dig in yourself, okay? Now, let's scroll down a little bit more, see if we can find a second potential profitable products. Boom, the Adidas Velcro. I sold a lot of these in the past, 86% return on investment. Looks kind of decent. That's a second product that I'll give you guys that you can actually check on your own time. Okay, so your homework, quick action item for you is dig deeper on these products. If you see this video 2 years after I'm releasing it, of course it's maybe a little bit late, right? It may be a little bit late. These products are gone already. But yeah, that's the process. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.